relevance to you, but for purpose of knowledge, it's important that we all flow and get it. And because we are also going to share a lot of things on the ASME's program. So please listen very attentively. Practical session on completion of loan application form, the ASME's loan application form. Okay, what are we exactly trying to do this afternoon, this part of the afternoon? We want to highlight the importance of the ASME's loan application form. I want you to understand the importance of each section of the form, explain the response from each section and preparation for interview, then how to submit the form to the NISAL portal. The whole essence, then the loan documentation process. The whole essence of this training is how to access the NISA Microfinance Bank ASME's loan facility. So the process flow for accessing the loan is as follows. First of all, you get trained, which is what you are doing now. This is what you have been doing since Monday. You first of all have to get, nobody can access that loan without getting trained by an enterprise development institution like AMES Associates. So you have commenced the training, which is ending shortly. And then after the training, we now run out your certificates, which means you have been trained. And then you can apply for the loan through us, through the, we as the ED, AMES Associates. And then, of course, we are expected to complete the loan application form. So we are going to write on that to submit the forms to NISA Microfinance Bank. And we also show you how to create your own profile on the NISA loan portal. That is for those who might want to try their hand. Many of you have paid for this service already, so that is not important as such to you. But like I say, for knowledge sharing, is just flow and listen attentively. Those who are not paying for contact will be expected to develop their business plan and place same on the NISA loan portal, which is this self-explanatory. If you are not paying for our services, then you could also do your own business plan by yourself and then upload it on their portal and prepare for interview. We have developed a questionnaire. We have filled the forms already. This is our form that we gave you at the beginning. The first page has the loan application format form from NISA Microfinance Banking Service, and the back page, or the page 2, considered other information that is necessary for us to be able to do your business plan. We had already filled them. I think all of you have filled them. But we'll go through some of these things with you right now. Okay, this form is not the type of form we gave you. It's a simpler version. We have developed a simpler version. In the next time, we'll put the simpler version here. Also, on the NISA portal, there's a free template of the loan application form that is available. And there's another one even on their portal too, by Simplified Credit, which is the one that they actually advise that we should use for the purpose of submitting your business plan on their portal. It's a very simplified version of a business plan. Business plan normally is always a very bulky paper, but this one is very simplified. That's what we are going to use, and that's what we are going to show you. Now, you need to know the business sectors that are acceptable under the ASME's loan process or project. It's very important for you to listen to it, because a lot of people have chosen business ventures that are not acceptable. These are actually the ones that are acceptable by NISA Microfinance Bank for the purpose of giving out the loan. We have agriculture and agro-allied processing. Agro-allied processing could be like you are turning raw materials of any particular agricultural type to a finished agricultural product. For instance, you are into garri processing, which means from cassava to garri processing. That means that is agro-allied processing. We have art and entertainment. There are several areas under this particular place that under this particular heading. Nollywood, there are so many things. There are some people also that does what they even call online training and all that. They all come under art and entertainment. Automobile services, you want to run a garage where you do a lot of things on cars. You want to do balancing and alignment and all those kind of things and procure equipment to do that. That all those ones come under automobile services. Fashion and dressmaking, very important. They are also acceptable business proposals. Catering and event management. The other time I was telling people about many of these halls that they use for celebrations, marriages, and all whatnot. They are all under catering and event management. Courier and delivery services. We have a lot of courier companies today. We have the creative industry. Apart from even the AXMIS loan, there is also a specialized CBN facility for the creative industry, about 50 billion. That is also acceptable. Apparels and textiles, that is wares and textiles and clothing. ICT, very fantastic area that people can go into. Cottage industry, that's like light manufacturing. Like the example I gave of doing garri processing. It falls under what they call cottage industry. That is small scale manufacturing. Media, you're into media, you can also qualify. Publishing, telecoms, hospitality, that is hotel and guest houses, lodges and all that. Health services, if you want to run a gynecological or no, for health service, you want to run where people can come and take tests and all that. Welding and fabrication, fantastic. Animal husbandry, want to keep goats, want to keep cattle, want to keep pigs, want to rear them. Cosmetics, beauty and makeup artistry, name them: electrical and electronics, POP and tiling, carpentry, masonry, keps and electric pole making. All these are areas that can qualify you to access this loan. So just take note of them. The expectation is that you yourself, you are already doing something before you even came to apply for the loan. You are not just a newcomer. You have a business plan. You are actually into some kind of business before you came to apply. So we are just painting some of these things for you in case you also want to make up your mind and change your line of business. So now we'll go to how to complete the application form. First of all, like I was trying to say now, for someone who does not have a business yet, they first interacted with our staff and all that and shared some information with them. We would have already found out where your interest is. Find out if that business is acceptable. We have just run through a list of acceptable businesses that qualifies for the loan. And then you go ahead and conduct feasibility on it to be sure the business will function where you are. What we are saying here is that you haven't even identified where you want to play, and having known that that business is acceptable, the location is also very, very important. Location is key. Ensure that where you are trying to do your business is something that can be marketable. we gave, for those who were with us on Monday, we gave some specific information on how location affects business viability. Don't just go and start something where there are so many other people doing it, except you are bringing something to the, bringing a new idea, a fresh idea that the others are not doing. Then it's an advice from us, take like a week or something, to do this before you move ahead. If you have not identified properly, if you want to change your business something, contact us. We can also guide you. Okay, we have just already mentioned it before that those who have subscribed to our services for consultancy, for business plan, or that don't need to bother yourself too much. But I also advise that you just continue, because no knowledge gain is ever lost. Okay. I think that's just it. That's are the necessary things you need to do before you can complete your documentation. And please know that it is not compulsory to pay for our consultancy services. You can do the above yourself. You can enter your system, go to NISAL portal, upload the business plan, use a simplified credit version. You don't really need to pay any money. You can do it on your own. But we find that there are so many people, either because of time and other, they don't know network challenges and all that, they are not able to do it. So what we are trying to say is that our consultancy service is actually completely optional. Now, the loan application form, we have to go to a loan application form now. The loan application form consists of 4 sections, where they will ask you for your personal details, your business details, your loan utilization details, and then the training details. This is the exact loan application form, which most of you, I think all of you must have filled at this time. The first section deals with your personal details, your name, your home address, your gender, your state of origin, your state of residence, your age grouping, age 18 to 35, above 35, your phone number, your email address, your bank name, your bank account number, and your BVN. These are personal details that must be filled in the form. I want to assume that everybody can easily do this. Business details, like we're trying to say, and then the lawyer exposed to you, it is important for anybody. The loan is being given to you in your personal capacity, but it's expected that as somebody who is trying to access a loan of 10 million, the person should have a business vehicle, a vehicle that can be used to process things. So that is why it's recommended that everybody must have a company account. Company account, like we explained before, have a business name, type of what we call enterprise. Sole proprietorship is another name. You can have limited liability companies. You can have partnership. I want to stop at those 3 because those are the main types that can be available to you for this loan. The simplified type of businesses that you can easily run. And when you have your business details already, when you have a company account, you now have a company name, you have a company, you have registered a company. You will now insert all this information there. The name of the company, business enterprise, will be ABC Enterprises, can be XYZ Limited, can be any name, can be you and Sons Enterprises, and so many way of naming companies. Then the address of the company, the company bank account number. If you have opened one, if you have not opened a bank account, no problem. The money is being given to you in your personal name using that first category, personal details, not your company. So even if you have not opened an account for the company, don't bother yourself. Then the type of business activity that you are doing. If you are doing garri processing, you can say garri processing. Then the sector is agriculture. Then the startup, there's a tricky one here. Is this company a new company? A startup means you just started a company, or you started a company about 1 year or 2 years ago. Those are the ones they call startup. If it is yes, the answer, then you tick that. If it is a company that has been existing, but you tick it. Number of years of operation, you put it. One tricky aspect of this is that if your company is a startup, which means you are not well experienced in company management or business management, what NISA Microfinance Bank will do is that they will give you loan not more than 5 million naira. It is for those who have been in operation, maybe 5 years, 6 years, business, want to expand a business. And so in that case, not a stop. Those are the kind of people that qualify to access loan up to 10 million from under this scheme. So if it's a new company, a startup, they won't give you more than 5 million. The reason is very simple. You have not known how to manage the business very well yet. So when you grow along in the business, they can increase your loan amount for you. This is another area. The loan utilization is one place that a lot of people have issues. And by way of information, this loan is a non-collateralized loan. The meaning of that is that you are expected to buy some equipment, and then also they will give you working capital. Those equipment that you are buying from their accredited vendors will be insured in the name of your company and or yourself, then your name and NISA Microfinance Bank. Meaning that's why they are not asking you to bring any collateral. They are not asking you to bring your house. They are not asking you to bring your car. They are not asking you to look for any other thing. So the equipment stands as the collateral for this facility. And the way it's structured is that 70% of the amount of the loan they are giving to you should be channeled into equipment purchase, while 30% will be given to you to run your working capital. Working capital basically is what you need to use for the daily operation of the company. For instance, you need to pay salaries, you need to buy the raw materials that you use for your business. For a Gary processing company, the most important raw material is cassava, raw cassava. You need to buy raw cassava from the farms to be able to do it. So you need to pay salaries, also part of your working capital. And if you need to buy like chemicals, yeah, want to buy water, want to buy almost consumables for the business, they all come under working capital. Now, the loan utilization, they say loan amount. I've seen that most people feel 10 million naira. Purpose of loan. That is another trick one. Purpose of loan. If you are in business, you have been in business, you have been running your Gary business on a small scale. So you now put expansion. Want to expand the business. The loan tenor, the maximum loan tenor available under this scheme is for 7 years. And they give you a moratorium of 1 year. Moratorium means they allow you that leeway to run the business for 1 year before you start paying back, which means from the date the money is given to you to the date you have to completely pay off is about 8 years. 7 years, you can structure it for 7 years, and then they give you 1 year to put yourself in order before you start paying. So the details of the equipment that you want to buy, this is where we have so many of our people, but we thank God for our officers who are always ready to assist you. Now let's look at a typical business. If you want to do a dry cleaning business, which is a qualifying business under the scheme. So what and what do you need to buy? You need to buy the machines. I don't know the names of the machines there are different types of machines that a dry cleaner use. Different types of machines. You need to buy different types of machines. Can you get me get me one of those forms filled by somebody, not for any form of business at all. So you need to buy the machines. You need to buy all manner of things. Okay. Now, for instance, somebody who says into fashion and textile or fashion design, or fashion designer, you want to buy. Understand, you have to buy embroidery machine, you have to buy industrial sewing machine, you have to buy industrial hemming machine, the fashion designing business. So those kind of machines, you have to get their cost, and then don't overinflate any cost, because the people in NISA Microfinance Bank, they know what they are doing. They have an idea of the cost of all these machines. And remember, they are going to get you to be connected to a vendor who will supply this machine, or who you make arrangement with to buy these machines on your behalf. So don't put too many what's it called? Too much. Don't overestimate the cost of this machine. Just be factual to some extent. And then same person who wants to do that is for the machine aspect. If, for instance, you want to look at the working capital area, maybe you want to rent a particular place for the business. You want also when you rent, you need to put the place in order. There are so many things you need to buy. You need to buy you need to buy so many things to put the place in order. Then you have to pay salaries, and then the most important for somebody who is involved in fashion design, or so the most important aspect of the thing that he needs to do under working capital will be showing materials. You need to buy different types of clothing, fabrics, to be able to. Those are your working tools. Buy fabrics from different places. Those are the things that you need to do. That is for working capital. So you now have equipment, you have working capital, and then ensure that the total amount equals the loan amount that you already requested for. Then we have what we call source of repayment. Source of repayment is always your business income. Business income, that is cash flow that is we are generating from the business. Don't think that maybe you have other sources of income. We bankers, we don't look at other sources of income as a source of repayment. The thing is that whatever business you are doing, you will be able to generate enough money from that particular business to pay back your indebtedness. You're not supposed to fall back to any form of money. Maybe if you have houses that you want to get rent from and all that, is not part of source of repayment as far as we are concerned as bankers. As NISA Microfinance Bank, they don't want to hear about whatever. They want to be sure that the business proposal we are bringing is enough to pay back their loan and also to give you some profit. That is how businesses are supposed to run. Then the training details specifically are our own details. That's Ames Associates details. Training institution, Ames Associates Limited, training identification number. You can even leave that. You can always fill that one up for you. And then type of training. Type of training is entrepreneurship training for 5 days, and the duration is 5 days. A declaration is signed where they say applicant signature. The other side, to the right-hand side, the certification is for the bank to process. So that's basically the form. So many of you have already filled the form, maybe with the guidance of our officers. So it is this form now that we will use to be able to upload a business plan for you. We also demanded some other details like your qualification, your identification, ID number, and other. We demanded them too on the reverse side of the form, which you have already provided for us. So that is basically the loan form. This is just an explanation again, the personal details which we have already said. One clarification is that if you are from, most people who are in Abuja here, they are not from FCT as a state. FCT is the 37th state in quote in Nigeria. So it's possible that you say that you are from Benue, but you are resident in Abuja. So those kind of things, because we have state of origin and we have state of residence under the personal details. We have already business details, we have explained it. Your business name, business address, business account, if you have type of business activity, and then the sector. The sector is always the major sector. Like I say, poultry, fishery, all those ones are agricultural sector. Tailoring, fashion and design, and so many things like that. Then where we have the issue of startup, yes or no, number of years in operation and all that clearly indicate how many times you have been in business. Then the utilization is where we need to pay close. The bank wants to know exactly how you intend to use their money. That is the equipment you want to buy, the working capital amount that you need to buy and all that. I've already also explained that. And then for people like rice farmers and all that, this aspect of buying equipment, because farming is also a major area. I can also authoritatively tell you that most of the loans go to the agri sector. Maybe about 60% of them goes to those who want to work in agriculture. So the aspect of if you are a rice farmer, for instance, you are not likely to be buying much equipment. Maybe you need some things that can help you on the farm. You are not likely to buy tractor. A tractor is very costly, so you will be probably hiring tractor. Then you have some, maybe you want to have thresher, want to have a harvester, all those small machines, they can also be useful. And, okay, we have already completing the form. We have gone beyond all that now. Feasibility study, like I said, feasibility study, like what's explained to you, is to find out if a business venture is worthwhile. Will it generate money? Is it worthwhile? Those are the things that come under feasibility study. This was extensively discussed with you people on Tuesday. So, working, these are just the issues on the form. Purpose of loan, startup or expansion. Loan tenure, maximum 7 years. I've already explained that. List of agreement and working capital as in the example given. Source of repayment, like I said, is business profit. It can be money from elsewhere. So training institution, Ames Associates, training ID number is your certificate. Training ID number is the certificate. We are going to issue certificate to you very, very shortly in the next 10, 20 minutes or so. You have your certificate with you. So the training ID number is your certificate number. And then it's entrepreneurship training you did, not vocational training. Of course, it was for 5 days, from Monday to Friday. And after that, declaration is where you sign, and then you are home and dry. So I want to take general questions concerning the whole program that we have done. If there's anything that is still bothering you, any other clarification, any thing that you didn't quite understand in the course of the week, you could ask now so that you can move on to issue your certificate. I want to thank you again for choosing us, and the partnership will continue for a long time. our conviction is that everybody who has applied for this loan to us will definitely get the loan. But before you get the loan, we'll continue to interact. The WhatsApp platform group that we have opened will remain open. In fact, we will leave it open until everybody has been settled concerning this loan. So if you have any question at this moment, please go ahead and ask. And then we are glad and ready to answer and to ensure that things move well with you. Question time.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Thank you for the insights.
Yes.
Okay. I don't understand the part of the question part. Like we have some pre-questions and then we
Okay. Maria.
Change the position.
Okay, change our position. Can you shift from where you are? We just change a little and start again because we didn't get your comment or question. Yes. Okay, I can hear you now. Can you come again? I didn't quite get your contribution or question. Hello?
Network is
Network is very bad. Okay, can you? Can you change position from where you are? Okay, he has been thrown out. Mr. Ghana, do you have any contribution? Can you unmute yourself and speak? If you have any contribution to this evening's discussion. Okay. Okay. Earlier, can you now proceed with your question?
Okay, I said, are we expecting another pre-quiz? Are we expecting another questions to answer? Or the ones that
no.
Okay.
For this, we sent one earlier for the legal for the company registration and compliance. That's all. We are not expecting another one for this one. This is just, like I said, this is a graduation. We are graduating. I'm just reminding you people of something that we have done over the course of the week. So we are not expecting another one.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay. On this note, I still want to appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to listen attentively to us for 5 days. You can see that this is, online learning now is called a new normal. The new way things are being done all over the world. Ordinarily, we are supposed to have gathered together and see ourselves physically and all that. But right now, this is what is called the new normal. This is how businesses are being conducted worldwide now. So it's not anything new. We are aware that network challenges are causing some of the people to be thrown out and all that. All the same, we hope that we have enjoyed the listen. Let us not take this training as only for the Ask Miss loan. Whatever you have learned in the course of this 5 days is something that should be with you. You remember on the first day we talked about how to do feasibility studies and business plan, which is what will happen even if we are not applying for Ask Miss loan. It's something, if you are ever going to apply for loan, the banks will ask you for feasibility study, they will ask you for your business plan and all that. On Tuesday, we spoke about entrepreneurship, how to think like an entrepreneur, and we identified key things that you need to do to succeed as an entrepreneur. Wednesday, we reviewed our, we call it bookkeeping and financial planning. Every person doing business must have to keep good records. That is the backbone of business success. Good accounting records. In fact, I'll be sharing something very shortly to the platform on how and what to do to become a successful entrepreneur, including keeping a good records. Yesterday, we spoke about sales and marketing strategy. You don't just produce all what you are doing. You must have to sell them. You must have to market them. So those key things that were told that you launched yesterday, very useful anytime, not just for the Ask Miss, very useful. And today we discussed how to get your company registered, various types of companies that you can register, and then how to comply with regulatory authorities in Nigeria, how to comply with NAFDAC, with SON, with the FIR, as I said, the tax people, PENCOP. There are so many documents that you need as a business person in Nigeria, so how to get them to comply them with what we should. So you can see that this is a full training for businesses that we have, for small businesses that we have done over the 5-day period. Please feel free to go through all of them again, because we've sent all of them to you, the materials to each and every one. Even at your spare time, go through them, and I can assure you that it will no longer be the same with you again. Thank you. And on this note, we are closing the class, and then any moment from now, you get your certificates on your WhatsApp page. Thank you, and thank you. I wish you all the best. Feel free to contact us anytime concerning the progress of your loan application. We will do as much as we can so that within the next 1 week or two, all the business plans would have been generated and placed or put on a nicer portal. That's the beginning point. I see you getting to the top, and for you to want to expand your business, it is going to be well with you. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. And see you some other time. Can come privately to our office, can chat with any of us. What you can do, there are people that are tagged admin on the platform. You can private chat any of them at any point in time on anything you have. They will always answer you. Thank you again. And do you still have another comment, Maria? Yes. What? We are not hearing you. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I have.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
because you said we can always contact. If not, I wanted to ask if there's a way to know to follow up the progress of the loan or something like that.
Okay, the other day on Monday I was saying that NISA themselves, they say they are going to computerize the process right now so that at any point in time you can know whether the progress of your loan, whether it has been approved, whether it's approved and awaiting disbursement and all that. But now they have not done that. So you can always relate with us. We will be able to at least have a feel of where or how the status of your application. So be relating with us for now. Like I said, can contact anybody that is tagged an admin on the WhatsApp page. Can contact me anytime.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.